Hey, what's up, Steeler Nation? This is Outside Steeler Fan coming at you from a long week since I last posted a video. We're still here in our mini bye week, preparing for the Tennessee Titans this Sunday at Heinz Field, and also the beginning of the last quarter of the season. Past couple of days have been pretty rough for me. Rough just going about life, and then rough watching the Steelers. But I shouldn't have to explain a lot about this upcoming game, and reflecting on our previous game against the Minnesota Vikings. It was ugly for 3 quarters, and then finally this team woke up in the 4th quarter. We can't have any more of those. We simply cannot have any more of those. And I don't want to beat up on a dead horse. I know plenty of Steelers talking heads on YouTube and other social media sites have been really disappointed with the antics of Chase Claypool from last Thursday's game against the Minnesota Vikings. And I mean, that's just unacceptable. Really not playing team ball during that last drive and being a situational player. I don't need to go on. Everybody already knows about the ordeal with him, but he's going to have to get it together. I think he is definitely a poster child for where this team is at right now. This team is unfocused. This team is undisciplined. And this team is not it doesn't seem like it's a band of brothers as it was going back to 2005 in the final stretch of that season, where the Steelers would win not only their last 4 regular season games that year, but also win 4 more games in the playoffs, one of those being Super Bowl 40. We're in that situation this season, very familiar situation, but we don't have that same group of guys in that locker room. And we'll see against Tennessee. I mean, that's all I can say is we will find out this Sunday against the Tennessee Titans what this team is really made of. You would have thought this team would have gotten it all together after the bye some weeks back. I mean, it looked really promising against the Cleveland Browns. But, the team this team has just been really inconsistent since that Browns game. And really, since that Browns game, has only won, we did beat Chicago. But everything ever since that Browns game, this team has just been, like I said, very inconsistent and very sloppy first half team. Always finding ourselves in situations in which we have to rally back at the end. And moving on to Tennessee, we cannot look like total dog shit for 3 quarters and then finally put it together in the 4th, as we did in the previous game. And you kind of say against the Ravens, and definitely against the LA Chargers, where we just looked bad for 3 quarters and finally put it together in the 4th. That trend has got to end in this game against Tennessee. We have got to become a better first half team. And in doing so, I mean, there's just a lot of fundamental stuff we're going to have to clean up, both on the offense and defensive side of the ball. And I know for sure on the defensive side of the ball is we got to do a better job tackling, especially behind the line of scrimmage. Plenty of times I thought we had opportunities in our last 2 games to make huge tackles behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, a good example of that was even though that drive didn't result in a Vikings score. The third down situation in which Kirk Cousins was able to scramble for a first down. If you saw that play, we had Kirk Cousins. We had him for an I don't know about easy sack, but we had him for a huge third down sack right there. We could have gotten off the field a lot sooner, and we could have preserved. If you really do the math, we could have had even that could have preserved more time for us at the end if we would have gotten off the field right there. That's a couple of seconds that we could have had, a couple of more seconds that we could have had at the end of the game, giving Ben Roethlisberger another opportunity to, and the offense another opportunity to win the game at the end. But I'm not going to sit here and beat on a dead horse. It is what it is. This team is 6-1, but right now is playing like a losing team. So, I mean, sorry I don't have a lot of energy today. Ever since my last post, a lot has been taken out of me. There was no Steelers football on Sunday, so it's kind of odd not to have a Steelers game on Sunday. A lot of good stuff happened for us on Sunday. A lot of wild card teams lost, that being the Bengals, the Bills, the Raiders. They all lost, and it keeps our playoff hopes, our playoff hopes mathematically very much alive. But it doesn't matter what happens outside the stadium. I mean, we have to take care of our job on the field, and lately we have not done a good job doing so. So we will see this coming Sunday. Should be a great game. We're probably going to be missing quite a bit of people. Tennessee is definitely going to be missing quite a bit of people, but it doesn't matter. We have to play our A game. Next man up mentality. Status on TJ Watt. It is Thursday. It's looking pretty good like he could play. I mean, I know the mini bye really helped us out. I don't know about Joe Hayden. Don't think he's going to return for this game. But it looks like TJ Watt will be coming back. He did have a light practice yesterday. So that's a good indicator right there. No guarantee, but I'm pretty certain TJ Watt will be returning to the starting lineup, are eligible to play on Sunday. But the playoffs are already here for us. There's no margin for error. It's one game at a time, and really one quarter at a time, because this team has played like garbage during the first half lately. And so, like I said, we really need to put it together and play a 60-minute game. It doesn't necessarily have to be a blowout, but we need a 60-minute game. We haven't had one of those in I don't know when. But anyways, this is Outside Steeler Fan. It's been a while. I hope everybody had a great week, and let's go Steelers, man. Let's get it done this week. Anyways, everybody have a good one.